From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Marlins Park. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Yankees and the Miami Marlins. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Jose Arena, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
At the plate, Brett Gardner. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. And we all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
Now at the plate, Didi Gregorius, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Anderson has a beat on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Masahiro Tanaka will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Tanaka right now is the best of all of their starting pitchers. Good fastball, 92 to 94. Best pitch is the split finger. He'll throw it early. He'll throw it often. If he has the good split, these hitters are in for a long night.
Stepping in, Derek Dietrich. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder.
First offering on its way.
Dietrich.
And he takes a pitch right down the middle. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in winners of 3 in a row and riding a nice little run to start the new series.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, they have to be hoping that Justin Bour can break out in this game. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's really struggling. He's lucky he's still in the lineup.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove at strike 1. Anderson, just 24 years of age. This is his first year at the big league level. Sent on the ground out to second. Torres has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, catcher, J.T. Realmuto.
At the plate, J.T. Realmuto. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
2 out, nobody on. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Miami down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Digging in, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Coming to the plate now, Greg Bird, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Again, another foul ball. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Sierra's under it, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping into the box, Justin Bour. Set to lead off the home half of the second.
Justin Bour.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Back goes Stanton, and this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo shot for Justin Bour. Home run number 5 on the year, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's Starlin Castro.
Second baseman.
He'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. They'll start this one at 274. 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he...
Oh, it's off the third base bag. And that's through for a hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than .400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
Martin Prado now. 0-1 the count. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 1 home run and 14 driven in. The 0-1. Popped him up. Bird in foul ground. He's got it 1 away.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus on outfielder Brett Gardner. You need a center fielder, he can play there. You need a corner spot, he's got that covered too. He has baseball acumen, awareness, a savvy for the game. Even if the offense lags a little bit, defense is always on point.
So coming to the plate, JT Riddle. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Castro, the runner at second with 1 away. Snap throw to first.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. They'll try again. 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And it's an even count of 2-2 to JT Riddle.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
A little bouncer. Here's another 2-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Standing in now, Magneuris Sierra. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Tanaka pauses. Here it is on 0-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Gardner is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Dietrich is after it. 1 down. And with one away, we'll bring you a look at the current division standings, and you can see these guys have their work cut out for them if they want to make noise in the division. Digging in, Austin Romine. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Into the box now, Masahiro Tanaka. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is line to left. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
Hey, this has got to be a cool moment for the pitcher right here. He doesn't get an opportunity to work on the offensive side of the ball much. Barely takes BP throughout the course of the season. So what a nice job right there for him to get a big base hit in an interleague game.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Line softly toward the hole. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
And that's taken for strike one. Tanaka over at second. Gardner on at first with two down. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Sierra's in pursuit. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Yanks strand a pair. It remains 1-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jose Arena, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch on its way. And a foul tip held onto here at strike one. Pitch on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, you know, AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Man, that is the cardinal sin for any pitcher, and you never expect a guy of this caliber to make that mistake. Had the hitter down 0-2 and let him off the hook by plunking him. He'll be talking to himself about that one.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Runners on first with one down. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. Stays alive, still 0-2. Now another 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. One there on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 1-0 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Two tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Popped him up. Romine is under it. And that's the third out. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now. Digging in to try it again, Didi Gregorius. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with two strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, as it heads to the corner. A fair ball.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. No balls and one strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Sierra's under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the stretch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. The Yanks leave one. They still trail 1-0. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Justin Bour. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka. And the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
The batter, number
So with
13,
one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And these two guys have both displayed their power arms so far, with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Popped him up. Bird over to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 14, Martin Prado.
Riding into the box, Martin Prado. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And this is taken outside for ball one. One and one, the count to Martin Prado. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
The 2-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Romine goes to get it, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Now at the plate, Gleyber Torres. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Number 25.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all four quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like two different styles of pitchers, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Little dribbler up the first baseline. That's a foul ball. He's 0 for 1 thus far. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Dietrich going back, and it's gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Third home run for him on the year, and the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but they gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
The pitcher, number 19.
In now, Masahiro Tanaka. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
The 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Anderson has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Ready once again, Aaron Hicks. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a fastball chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Anderson sprinting after it, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th, 2-1 New York. Riding in once again, JT Riddle. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
JT Riddle.
First pitch of the at-bat. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Count now, a ball and a strike. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
To 2-2 now. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Stanton has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Center fielder number 34, McNary Sierra.
Digging in now, McNary Sierra. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out towards shallow right. Stanton is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher number 62, Jose Urena.
Now batting, Jose Urena. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Now the 1-0. Fouled off. Lifted in the air to center field. Sierra's under it. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the sixth. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the sixth inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Bird swings, and this one is crushed out to right field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot that time for Greg Bird. 4th home run for him on the season, and it gives the Yankees a 3-1 lead.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
And now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll depart after 5 2/3, as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Number 53 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 53. Now batting.
Stepping in now, Miguel Andujar, as he lines it out to center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Comes set with the 0-1. Now a flare out to left center. Riddle onto the grass. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Throw won't get him.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher, Austin Romine.
Austin Romine will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a breaking ball stays outside. Andujar, the runner at third. Torres on at second with 2 down. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Anderson is in pursuit, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now 3. Now to the plate, Derek Dietrich. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Hit hard up the middle. Gregorius has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Right fielder, Brian Anderson.
Ready for another shot now, Brian Anderson. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Now here it comes. In there, 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
One run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. The next 0-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. As Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike 1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Goodness, 0-2 now. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Here's another 1-2. Just got a piece up the line. That winds up foul.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. JT Realmuto with a solo shot. Home run number 5 on the year. And with it, the Marlins have cut it to 3-2 now. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Into the box now, Justin Bohr. As Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Tanaka gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Andujar on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. The 9-1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back to South Florida. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Settling in now, Masahiro Tanaka. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Masahiro Tanaka.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights, or it's going to be a tough game.
Behind 0-2 now. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dietrich is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Next for New York, Brett Gardner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder.
Standing in, Aaron Hicks. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1 pitch on its way, and he lays off for ball 1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. The 1-2. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be two? There's one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton fouled away. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Up with it now is Prado. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Zach Britton gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Zach Britton.
Leading off the inning, Starlin Castro, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gardner on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Third baseman number 14, Martin Prado.
So striding forward now, Martin Prado. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Britton pauses. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Missed with a slider.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good inning's work out of the bullpen here.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still a 3-2 ball game. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Number 56 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 56. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th spot, number 2.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now.
The last at that, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way in front of a great slider that time. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And this is fouled at the plate. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. Two different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? Two different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
Rivera backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown nine have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Andujar. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 9 on the year. And it'll give the Yankees a 4-2 lead. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Oh, 2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Rarely do you see a player of this caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Now at the plate, Austin Romine. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Dietrich has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. Ready now, Magneuris Sierra. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
And that brings in Yadiel Rivera. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
The left fielder, number 32.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Derek Dietrich. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Rivera, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
First delivery to him on the way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a ball foul tipped right off our home plate umpire. And with no time to react, that is tough duty back there. Let's hope he's okay. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Ready now for the Marlins, JT Realmuto. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Britton's ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Lofted in the air out to right field. On the move is Stanton. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. Still down by a count of 4-2. Always a party in Miami Beach, not too far from us here at Marlins Park, set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Arlene Garcia enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Neil Walker will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Walker will take the turn here and look for second now. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. No one out with a runner at second. Count even now at 1-1. 1-1. Down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Now batting, the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Aaron Hicks, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
The 0-1 delivery. High in the air into shallow left center. Giving chase is Sierra. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. So nothing in the Bombers' ninth. Last chance coming up now for Miami. They remain. David Robertson is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
David Robertson.
Justin Bohr will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. He's set and the pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
And that's the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Ready for another chance? Starlin Castro. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike one to start the at-bat. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to left as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. Martin Prado now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1. Just missed with a breaking ball. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's through for a hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Snap throw from the catcher. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Gregorius calls for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Center field number 34, Magneuris Sierra.
So digging in now, Magneuris Sierra. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Again to first, but he's back in standing. The 1-1. Another try to third. Franco, the runner at first with 2 gone. Miami down to their last strike. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. New York used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Masahiro Tanaka gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. David Robertson closes the door for the save, his 4th of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.